Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll see the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Detroit Pistons. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Paul out there with Davis. Then there's West. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Mashburn in at the 3.
Now CP3 knows every string to pull on the offensive end. What a pretty pass.
Thomas against Paul. Thomas passes to Dumars. And Dumars throws it down.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Six to shoot. Pass to Hamilton. The 3. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist.
And just an excellent setup. Joe Dumars just plays with such poise and intelligence, the quintessential combo guard.
Now here is Davis. Passes to West. Unloads. That one's in, his first shot this game. The Pistons with a quick start to this game. It's a 3-point game. Knocked loose. Now the pass to DeBusschere. Back to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hamilton. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Hamilton.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
Thomas against Paul.
Pistons foul. Joe Dumars. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Davis. Pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Davis with a screen on Thomas. Here's Paul. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
This guy is just so smooth offensively. The ability to get to the floater game for Chris Paul, so important.
Watch Isaiah.
Pass to Wallace. Down low. Shoots from the line, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Paul. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D from Thomas. Pistons leading by 5. Passes it to Wallace. DeBusschere inside, fended by West. And here's Dumars outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
For your Pistons.
Free throw good, Dumars.
Free shot.
That one is no good. And he nails the 3rd. Here's Paul. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. West outside. The pass to Mashburn. Now here is Davis. Paul right side. Wide open. Jump shot is good.
Well, to a good point guard, running the pick and roll in the NBA is second nature. Chris Paul's been doing this a long, long time.
Now here's Thomas. Pass to Dumas. Richard Hamilton on the wing. Kicks to DeBusschere. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now here's Paul. Trying to get open, it's Davis. And it's Paul missing. Outside Thomas. Pass to DeBusschere. Back to Thomas. And that one, good. Thomas got his second basket of the game.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Now here's Paul. Over Thomas. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Davis. 6 points for Chris Paul.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And taken away by Paul. Top of the key. It's good. Paul's got 8 points.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Pass to DeBusschere. Five to shoot. And here's Dumars outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Paul passes to Davis. Davis looking for an opening. Davis setting the pick for Davis. Paul, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. DeBusschere passes to Dumas. Out to Wallace. The Pistons working the ball around now. And there's the pass to Thomas. Wallace dishes to DeBusschere. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Mashburn. Nothing on the board. And Davis can't get it to go.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Dumars the pass to Thomas. Over Paul. Thomas, no good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Back to Davis. Fades away. And it's Davis missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now, here's Dumars. 7 points in the game. Detroit, no good that time either. Pelicans trail by 6. Paul outside. Pass to Mashburn. Davis up top. Paul outside. Wants to screen on Thomas. Paul kicks to Davis. They could use a bucket. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Thomas against Paul. And here's Dumars outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Dumars got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
On the wing, Davis. Good on the shot.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Wallace. Here's Hamilton. Here's DeBusschere. Another 3 for Detroit.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Paul. He's got 8. Here's Mashburn. Passes it to Davis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Here's Billups. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. So it's Detroit with the ball. They lead by 4. And the pass to Thomas. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Billups against Paul. Pass to Davis. The wide open look here for Holiday. No good from outside. Pistons leading by 6. Outside Thomas. Pass to Lanier. He kicks it to Billups. Wallace outside. Passes it to Lanier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. Here's Davis. It's deflected. Outside Billups. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Hamilton. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Ingram dishes to Davis. Kicks it out to Paul. There's the 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Paul's got 11 points.
What Chris Paul just locked in right there. Shot ready on the catch.
Ball against Billups. Wallace with a screen for Thomas. Driving to the basket. Wallace, good.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The pass to Davis. And here is Ingram. To the wing on the left. West kicks to Ingram. Davis setting the pick for Ingram. Goes up from the top of the key. That one good for 2. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Thomas against Holiday. Thomas passes to Wallace. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And the bruising nature of Wallace's game, terrific at just seeking out contact.
The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You have to admire the physical nature of Wallace's game. On both ends, he puts the power in forward.
Hill, he's checked in for Detroit. Dumars comes in for Thomas. New Orleans also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis. Zion Williamson comes in for West. And it's Davis in for Brandon Ingram. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 6.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Now, here's Dumars. 10 points for him. Here's Lanier. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Cousins. And it's Paul, top the key. Shoots over Dumars. Paul can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
From deep, Phillips. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
I'll tell you, you cannot shake Chris Paul when he's locked in. His defense is as good as it gets.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Pelicans trail by 3. Hill out there with Dennis Rodman. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then it's Joe Dumars. And it's Lanier in at the 5. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Now here's Davis. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the shot. Here he goes. Here's Dumars. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
The Pistons shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
First team foul. At the line for Detroit. One shot.
Pelicans trail by 6. Paul outside. Outside, Davis. Cousins with a screen for Davis. Lets it fly. Dumars with it. Picked up by Davis. And Dumars gets it to go.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Outside, Davis. Cousins with a screen on Dumars. Davis finds Cousins. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins so adept at finishing through contact. His strength is a problem for defenders.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
At the line for 1.
And Cousins, no good on that one.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
Hill, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. Outside, Davis. Out left to the wing. Paul with the 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Oh, nice shot by Paul. Looked good when it left his hand.
Pass to Dumars. Takes the 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. At the elbow, Paul over Billups. Paul's shot is off. Detroit leading by 3. Pass to Billups. Back to Dumars. Feeds it to Hill. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. Dumars got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
DeBusschere, he's checked in for Detroit. Outside, Davis. Clock at 6. Outside, Holiday. Launches it. Rebound, Detroit. Lanier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Davis against Phillips. Outside, Dumars. Back to Phillips. Davis with some nice D.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Screen by Cousins. Mashburn. And then Cousins with the dunk.
What incredible hands. DeMarcus Cousins makes tough catches look easy.
Dumars against Holiday. Here's Phillips. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. Phillips has got his first points of the game.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Pass to Cousins. And it's in there.
Well, even though Cousins has increased his range over the years, you still love when he imposes his will on the inside.
Outside, Dumars. That one, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. The pass to Williamson. Outside, Davis. Over in the corner, Cousins. And he hits it to tie the game up. Cousins has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, dialing it up from distance, something we know DeMarcus Cousins has added to his bag.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And Anthony Davis is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And so it's Detroit with it. And stolen by Williamson. Now here's Davis. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Mashburn. Back to Davis. Davis against Dumars. And they double up Davis. 4 on the clock. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got the lead up to 2 now for the Pelicans.
Physical at the 1. Davis enjoys being down low. Much more comfortable there than jacking up 3.
Back to Dumars. Will it go? And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Bing. Still without a basket. Pass to DeBusschere. Here's Bing. Pistons passing it around. And another turnover here by Detroit. The Pistons making a change here. Thomas is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 1. Passes to Davis. Paul against Thomas. From the line. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. And here's Detroit. DeBusschere with the screen on Williamson. Hamilton, the pass to DeBusschere. Over Davis. The shot's good from DeBusschere. DeBusschere's got 7 points. Pelicans trail by 3. There's the pass to Mashburn. Pass to Davis. Pass to Mashburn. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Paul. And again, no good by New Orleans. Pistons leading by 3. DeBusschere dishes to Dumars. Davis with the double tap. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Paul. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, what a strong take on the and one. Chris Paul understands with a level of toughness, you can make things happen.
For New Orleans, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Chris Paul is as skilled as any player who's played the point guard position. His fundamentals are on point.
Paul against Thomas. Passes it to Lanier. Now DeBusschere. Kick out to Hamilton. Just 3 to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Paul outside. Over Thomas. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Dumars with it. 18 points for him. The pass to DeBusschere. Back to Dumars. Now, here is DeBusschere. Outside Dumars. From deep, Thomas. The rejection by Paul. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Paul looking around. Pass to Davis. Over Lanier. That's good from Davis on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
It's time to fire up the Pistons, everybody!
The Pistons trailing. And here's Hamilton. Pass to DeBusschere. Here's Lanier. Passes it to Bing. Shot clock at 5. Thomas with it. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Paul passes to Mashburn. Davis sets a screen. Launches a 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Is such a skilled player. Mashburn can be a handful to keep up with as a defender. His game has that interesting mix of physicality and agility to it.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Thomas passes to Bing. Now DeBusschere. DeBusschere with the screen. Now the pass to Lanier. Pistons passing it around. To the inside. Here's DeBusschere. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Just a smooth, clever playmaker. Isaiah keeping his teammates involved here.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Free throw good to DeBusschere.
And guys, it's really amazing the effect DeBusschere has on this team, especially on the defensive end. He's smart, he's cagey, and incredibly tough.
Here's Mashburn. And it's West missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Thomas passes to Hamilton. Now DeBusschere, defended by West. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. The dish to Paul. Pass to Davis. To the left wing. West against DeBusschere. West kicks to Davis. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Davis has got 10 points.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half of the game. Thomas dishes to Dumars. Pass to DeBusschere. Davis against Dumars. Shot clock at 6. Nice shot by Hamilton.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs. Now
Paul. 17 points in the game. Passes it to Davis. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
And with his size, tough to affect the shot of AD, and he just calmly knocks that one down.
Now, here's Thomas. 9 points in the game so far. The pass to DeBusschere. And he banks in the layup. DeBusschere's got 7 now in this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
West passes to Mashburn. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Mashburn. Shoots a fader. Detroit with the rebound. DeBusschere's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Davis against Dumars. DeBusschere with the screen on Davis. Dumars the pass to DeBusschere. Another 3 for Detroit. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Detroit. They're up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game so far from Joe Dumars.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So for New Orleans right now, Anthony Davis is out there with West. Then there's Davis, then it's Chris Paul, and it's Mashburn in at the small forward. Now here is Davis. Kicks it out to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Paul's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pelicans.
Yeah, since he stepped between the lines of an NBA game, this guy has been consistently productive. Chris Paul doing work.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Pistons leading. Now, here's Thomas. Outside Dumars. Kick out to Hamilton. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so here is New Orleans. Outside, Davis. Mashburn, the pass to West. New Orleans moving the ball around. Paul for 3. Here's Davis, and finished off by Anthony Davis.
Oh, great effort on the boards. AD playing hard.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Thomas against Paul. Pass to Wallace to the middle. It's stolen by West. Thomas against Paul. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Now, here's Dumars. He's got 18. Thomas kicks to DeBusschere. Clock at 6. Hamilton outside. Takes a 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Passes it to Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on that contest.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Dumars against Davis. Outside Dumars. Kick out to Hamilton. 6 to shoot. Wallace with a screen for Hamilton. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Pelicans leading by 3. Paul outside. Loads it up for Davis. And stolen by Wallace. Inside, here's DeBusschere. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
That's the screen on Thomas. Paul for 3. Connects from three-point range. Paul's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pelicans. Davis against Dumars. And there's the pass to DeBusschere. And good that time. DeBusschere's got 21 in the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Paul. He's got 23. Davis finds Paul. West setting the pick for Paul. The tray. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Thomas passes to Dumars. They double him with West. DeBusschere with it. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. DeBusschere's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Pelicans trail. Here's Paul. Davis, the pass to Davis. Kicks it to Paul. Fires for 3. Paul can't get that one to fall. And it's Detroit's ball. Hamilton, the pass to Dumars. Paul is up on top. Dumars against Davis. With the shot. No good there. Great D that time from Davis. Here's Mashburn. He's guarded by Thomas. Spins. Mashburn, no good. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Detroit. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Free throw good to DeBusschere. Pelicans trail by 4. Paul with the ball. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Have to like what we're seeing from Dave DeBusschere.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Here's Paul. He's got 23. Stolen by DeBusschere. It's Thomas on the wing. Over Paul. Got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
New Orleans on D. 4-point game. Fires the three. And Hamilton gets it to go on the assist by Dumars. Hamilton's got 9.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And there's the feed to Davis. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Pass to Thomas. Davis against Dumars. Wallace with a screen on Davis. And here's Dumars outside. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Detroit has possession. The Pelicans make their last shot. Dumars against Davis. 5 on the clock. Thomas passes to Hamilton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Thomas passes to Dumars. Davis with the double team. Pistons passing it around. And Dumars gets it to go. Dumars got 24.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Davis.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Now here's Thomas. 9 points in the game so far. Wallace the pass to DeBusschere. David West grabs the miss. West has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Davis dishes to Paul. Davis with a screen on Thomas. Here's Paul. Rebound by Wallace. Detroit leading by 7. Hamilton the pass to Thomas. Outside Dumars. Davis with the double team. In the corner, Wallace with it. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Wallace has got 6 points.
Great finish off contact. Wallace flexing on these guys.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Get up, get up, get up. Stop making some noise.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Paul. 23 points in the game.
We got CP.
He kicks to Davis. On the wing, Davis. 9 feet out. Rebound, Detroit. Wallace has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pistons leading by 9. Davis with the double team. Dumars the pass to Wallace. Here's Hamilton. Another 3 for Detroit.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 8 points here in this quarter. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Detroit. Pass to Dumars. To the paint. Here's Lanier. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Ball finds Holiday. Back to Paul. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Paul's got 25 points.
How about that slick little move from CP3 to get the score inside?
Thomas passes to Wallace. Thomas dishes to Wallace. Back to Thomas. It's Dumars on the wing. Wallace kicks to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Wallace slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here is Holiday. Still scoreless. And Davis can't get it to go. Detroit leading by 12. And here is Thomas. He's got 9. Dumars the pass to Wallace. Outside Thomas. Here's Hamilton. A 3 off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Outside Davis. Here's Holiday. The shot missing. Hamilton with some nice D. Dishes to Thomas. Back to Hamilton. Fires away from outside. They get it back. Here's Lanier. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second-chance points.
Here's Paul. After the basket by Detroit. Passes to Holiday. Over Hamilton. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Holiday.
Plays mature and under control.
Holiday doesn't need the flashy plays. He's very comfortable with that mid-range.
Now, here's Thomas. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wallace with a screen for Thomas. Over Paul. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so is Detroit, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Thomas. They have Hamilton out there with DeBusschere. Then there's Chauncey Billups, and it's Lanier in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Detroit right now. Now here's Billups. The shot from the low post is good. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And how about the size Billups has at that point guard spot? Even when he gets hit, he's got the strength to play through the contact.
Davis setting the pick for Williamson. Over to DeBusschere. Excellent D there from DeBusschere.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Thomas. The basket good off the assist from Billups.
And dependable at running the offense. Billups just understands his teammates depend on him to get them involved.
Thomas against Holiday. Count that one.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to his spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Thomas against Holiday. Shoots. And Detroit again with the bucket. Pelicans trail by 18. Outside Holiday. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Holiday's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Outside Thomas. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Dave DeBusschere with the slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here is Holiday. Good on the triple. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You want to be an NBA point? Take notes on Holiday running that pick and roll. Sometimes taking it yourself is the best option.
Holiday against Thomas. And the pass to Lanier.
Anthony Davis. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pistons. Bob Lanier. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Lanier is one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pelicans trail by 18. Pass to Williamson. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Hamilton outside. Here's Lanier. Pass to DeBusschere. Over Williamson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday left side. Tipped away. Stolen by DeBusschere. Pass to Bing. High arcing shot. Kicks it to DeBusschere. 6 on the shot clock. Lanier the pass to DeBusschere. Here's Bing. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bing's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Detroit. David West, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. A pass to Davis. Here's Mashburn. West at the elbow. Over to Busher. Excellent D there from DeBuscher.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now, here is DeBuscher. Excellent D there from Ball. Davis with a screen on Billups. Pass to Mashburn. This one for three. Drains the three-pointer.
And you have to be cognizant of Mashburn's long-range shooting ability. This guy is really accurate from out there.
Here's Bing. Outside Billups. Beyond the arc. And another three for Detroit.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Davis. Out to the right wing. Here's Mashburn. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Bing. And the wide-open shot from Billups. Another three for Detroit.
And Billups is a shoot-first point guard, someone ready and willing to let that one fly.
Ball against Billups. Outside, Ball. Pass to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries it down low. 21 points for Anthony Davis.
And this is all you can do if you're the D. Davis is an elite talent who converts those tough shots.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Dave DeBuscher with the slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now, here's Ball. High post, Davis. The kick out to Ball. And another three for New Orleans.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Here's Bing. Outside Billups. Here's DeBuscher. And Dave DeBuscher with the slam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now Thomas, outside Dumars.
I'm gonna get over it.
Hamilton outside. Davis with the double team. Ingram against Hamilton from past the arc. The offensive rebound. Wallace the pass to Lanier. And here's Dumars outside. Here's Lanier. Tries yet again. He lays it in. And the Pistons lead by 20. Ball against Thomas. Outside Davis. Over Lanier. That's good from Davis on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 12 points here in the second half.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
Now, here's Dumars. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. And here they come. Here's Paul. Sweet little floater. Paul's got 27 points.
Man, Chris Paul's ability with traffic, with bodies around him to keep his focus and score it, that is special.
Thomas against Paul. Passes it to Dumars. Kick out to Hamilton. Outside Dumars. Lock at 6. Here's Wallace. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And the pass to West. Back to Paul. West setting the pick for Paul. Over Thomas. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, Chris Paul, historically one of the best two-point shooters in the game. This guy's so consistent from the mid-range.
Dumars against Davis. Dumars kicks to Hamilton. Back to Dumars. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Three-pointer. Nice shot by Hamilton. And the Pistons lead by 17.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Ingram wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ball against Thomas. Thomas sets a screen for Hamilton. He kicks it to Wallace. He feeds it to Dumars. Good work there as it goes. Dumars got 26.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Get up, get up, get up, and start making some noise. Here they come. Yo, let's get dancing.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Here's Mashburn. Paul outside. Davis setting the pick for Paul. Off target with his three. Pistons leading by 19 points. Pass to Dumas. Wallace with a screen on Davis. Dumars the pass to Wallace. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on David West.
Personal foul. Team second. At the line for your Pistons, Ben Wallace. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He's off on the second. Pelicans trail by 20. Paul outside. He dishes it to Davis. Pass to West from about 19 feet. Rebound, Detroit. Wallace has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Dumars against Davis. Deflects the pass. And now it's Davis running. He can go all the way.
A powerful point guard. Baron Davis, 6'3", over 200 pounds. He can just bully smaller guards. But Baron also way too quick for larger guards.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Davis. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And both free throws good for Davis. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Bing, the pass to Billups. Here's Bing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Inside, here's Billups. And the layup falls.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And the Pelicans miss again. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Detroit. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Kicks it to Rodney. Billups against Davis. Billups passes to Lanier. 4 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Passes to Wesley. Williamson outside. Now the pass to Wesley. Off target from 3-point range. Now here's Billups. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. Right now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.